asteroid Juno in our solar system is an asteroid in astrology that is associated with marriage. So she was the wife of Jupiter. I split the deck at Scorpio Investigate in first house Arrival. So there could be a new relationship or a potential partnership on the horizon that's coming in for you. Scorpio energy could be significant as well here. You guys could be connected to a Scorpio or have Scorpio placements, or something about Scorpio season could be significant. Some of you guys are 31 years old. Also the 31st could be significant. And we have the 8th house mystery, card number 46. So the 8th house corresponds to Scorpio energy. And the 8th house is really kind of that taboo house in astrology. It's, you know, death, rebirth, transformation. It's all things taboo. Sexuality, it's intimacy. This is where you're growing from like partnership and commitment in the 7th house. And this is like deepening intimacy. Yes, it can include sexuality, but not all intimacy includes sexuality. So just keep that in mind. But it's also sometimes associated with death, rebirth, transformation, painful endings. I cut the deck at the 6th house, and bottom of the deck is Gemini. So with the 6th house card, there's something about work, finance, or your job could be significant here. Some of you guys are thinking about leaving a place of employment, starting your own business, or venturing off to do something new in work and finance. Yeah, a lot of you guys could be meeting somebody new, or you could be in the dating phase where you're getting to know somebody, or, you know, it's like a new romantic endeavor in your life with that Juno partnership card and the 5th house card. And this relationship could have the potential to grow into something that's more committed and stable in the long term. We'll see what comes out in the love portion of the reading. Let's see here. Why is this 5th house passion card here for Leo? So we have the 9 of Wands and the Lover's card. Lover's card is my twin flame or soulmate card. It also can represent traditionally like a divine choice that needs to be made in alignment with God and the divine. So there could be some sort of choice that needs to be made here. We were also talking about like your creativity and tapping into your inner artist. So some of you guys could also express like your connection to the divine through some sort of art or creativity. It doesn't necessarily have to be painting a picture like they have in the card. But creativity can look, you know, it can look like various different things. It can be like cooking. It could be gardening. It could be, you know, I don't know, interior design or architecture or something like that, creating jewelry, arts and crafts, doing arts and crafts with your kids. Something about kids could be significant here because the 5th house card, 5th house does rule kids. But you're also a little bit burnt out on something, I feel like, with that 9 of Wands card here. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Wands. I feel like that's you, Leo. The 4 of Wands and the Sun card. You're looking for like a level up in something. Some of you guys do something creative for work, and you're looking to like expand or move to the next level of something, and something that will be more fulfilling to you and like ultimately your happiness and vitality as a whole. So you're trying to stay in alignment, or you're being advised to stay in alignment with who you truly are and what authentically speaks to you, what kind of lights your fire and your passion. So that's something to keep in mind, and you may need to make a choice on whether what you're currently doing is in alignment with who you truly are and what you represent and what you want to ultimately feel. Because we all want to feel that Sun card energy, right? It's the happiest card in the deck. So is what you're doing lighting you up, bringing you life, vitality, happiness? Is there a potential for growth or for you to move to the next level? And whatever this is, it doesn't necessarily have to be work. It could just be a passion of yours that you do on the side. But maybe that's a sign for some of you, like you should be doing something that lights you up for work as well. Some of you guys, there could be a romantic partnership that's tied to either a passion project, a project, or a work endeavor. Why is the 9 of Wands here though? I gotta know. What are you burnt out on? Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles and the Fool card. You're looking for some sort of new beginning because something either isn't practical for you anymore, isn't bringing home the financial security and stability that you ultimately need, or it's just not emotionally fulfilling you anymore. So you're called to make some sort of decision or choice that's in alignment with God and the divine. You're looking for, you know, a new beginning, but you also have to be able to take a leap of faith in order to get that new beginning to manifest for you. Alchemy. Why is this Juno partnership card here? We have the Page of Pentacles in the reversed. Interesting. A lack of commitment, eh? Five of Swords and the Two of Wands. Yeah, okay. Some of you guys are in the dating phase of like a relationship or getting to know somebody, and it's kind of at that point where things need to be progressing into something more stable and like long-term, or there needs to be some sort of like commitment, and there's a lack thereof in offer being presented to you, or vice versa. Excuse me, vice versa. Roles can always be flipped. I'm also feeling a block in the throat chakra, so that could be significant. But some of you guys feel like you took a loss on this. You guys were really hopeful for this connection to be successful, but you feel like you were either betrayed, backstabbed, or there's just no winning at this point. I don't know if that's necessarily the case, but you do need to make some sort of decision. And you need to look at the big picture. I know that you're very fixated on this person or this relationship at this time, but if it's not going the way that you want it to go, there's obviously a higher reason, and you need to be able to look at the big picture. Look at things holistically and like where you want to go, if your values are aligned, and if you can see yourself, like realistically, can you see yourself working out with this person in the long term with your values, where you want to go in life, what you want to do, etc. This could be, you know, there could be a soul contract involved here, and that's why maybe you feel so tied to this person, place, or thing. Some of you guys feel like there could be lying or deceptions involved as well. Or it has yet to be revealed to you that those things are involved. But we'll see what comes out in the love portion. Why is this 8th house card here? The Sun card. The Four of Wands. And the Ace of Pentacles. Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's something here for you, Leo, to like make something like good come out of something that is seemingly negative or challenging. I don't know if you guys have been going through a seemingly difficult period in your life, or just like a karmic cycle in general. Karmic cycles can span from a few days to like many, many years. It could be, 50 years you can go through a karmic cycle. There's bigger and smaller levels of karmic cycles, but something that has been seemingly somewhat challenging. There's an opportunity here for you to get some sort of opportunity from it, and also make it like almost the difficulty that you've experienced and the challenges you've experienced are able to give you some sort of divine happiness and vitality. And you're able to like move to the next level of something, whether this is in work, finance. I don't know specifically what this is talking about. Some of you guys, this is in relationships or family. There could have been a death of a family member or something like that. What exactly is the 8th house card though? Something that caused you a lot of anxiety, possibly sleepless nights, insomnia, nightmares. There was some sort of traumatic event. There could have been an injury or a death. I feel like you felt like torn in some way. This could have been either, some of you guys are connected to a Taurus placement. That could be involved in this situation. This could also been either like, okay, it could be like school, philosophy, something to do with like traditional religious structures. It could be like a father figure. It could be a marriage. The Hierophant is a marriage card. This could also just be like how society views you. Maybe like you're viewed as being very different or taboo or dark and sinister or emo or alternative or something like that. But that's actually like your strength. I feel like you've had a lot of anxiety about whatever this thing actually is. It doesn't feel like a relationship to me. It feels like either almost like an emotional struggle or something that you've gone through in like a friendship or a family member relationship or something like that, or just like an internal battle or struggle that you've been experiencing that you're able to alchemize and make something like your strength, your happiness, and actually an opportunity for you. Like what other people have perceived you to be somewhat negative or taboo are actually like your positive traits and make you who you are, Leo. Okay, so we're going to hop over to Love for You, Leo. If you're watching on TikTok, you can hop over to my YouTube.